Good morning. Good morning, you guys. 1 second to get the phone set. How is everyone? Oh, man. Well, it's going to be quick today. I had to get that coffee. Miss Fed, doesn't my mug remind me of you? Like one of your gorgeous paintings? This was a birthday present that I got. The thing that I forgot to say, oh my God, when the coffee's good, right? About to start my day. I have a tendency to work when other people are off work. So today is a work day for me, and tomorrow. Oh, I want to say thank you for your service for all the military people. Like Memorial Day. Oh, it's something about Memorial Day. I didn't realize I didn't have on earrings until I saw myself on the live. Okay, so I forgot to write it on the pin comment, but I'm pulling cards. Tomorrow's a new moon, and we have a few things going on. Tomorrow I am doing a guided meditation at 9:30. The replay will be available in case you miss it for tomorrow. You can play it the next day. And it's new moon in Gemini. So we're going to be setting some really awesome intentions. We're going to definitely be letting Spirit come through and let Spirit tell you what you need to know. A lot of times Spirit will reconfirm what you're already thinking about, or it'll reconfirm what you're already working on, which is a good thing because that means that you're tapped in. And gosh, it's good. Coffee's good today. It means that you're tapped in. So we're going to set some intentions, do some guided meditation right before you go to sleep. I'm going to be sending some Reiki. I think we'll probably end up doing some singing bowl. You can sign up for that on my website, and it's complimentary. You can make a donation to the channel of whatever you want. Virtual tip jars on the site. But that's going to be for Monday night at 9:30. Also coming up, I'm having spiritual support group. Now, when you are on your spiritual journey, it can feel very isolating. It can feel like nobody understands, nobody gets you. Sometimes you just want to ask random questions and you don't want to have to be like, I know this sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy. But you just want to be able to ask questions. So I'm doing a 4-week spiritual support group. It starts on June 4th. That's a Wednesday. It's going to be Wednesday nights. It's for 2 hours. We do channeled messages from Spirit. We talk about the spiritual journey. We talk about what you need to know. You can ask any questions. And then also, with that, I like it because you get to meet people and you can make friends with other spiritual people. So you can really begin to build your spiritual network. That's going to be June 4th. And you can pay for that weekly or you can pay for the whole month. But it's definitely just a safe space to share and be on your spiritual path together. And as you guys can tell, I'm trying to concentrate because I don't want to forget anything about that. It's awesome. Oh, I think what we're going to start with that is spiritual cleansing and talking about the importance of staying clean. So if you're having trouble with that, or even if you're feeling attacked or overwhelmed, that's awesome for you to do. If you want one of the messages today, just go ahead and say yes in the little circle where the question mark is, the conversation bubble. Just say yes if you want a message from Spirit today. I don't just go randomly reading people. I always get their permission first. And I'll just be on for a little while today because, like I said, I will be reading. Oh, flash sale. Flash sale. The flash sale is happening today and tomorrow. It's half off 40-minute reads. So normally it's $88. So it'll be $44. Lots of people have been seeing 44 everywhere. So I was like, flash sale, do a flash sale. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling. I see your yeses. I'm starting with you, Miss Fed, starting with you. And also remember, you guys, when Spirit's giving a message for one person, you can take what you need and leave the rest. But if it resonates with you, don't feel like, oh, that was just their message, because that could be your message too. That coffee is so good today. Okay. What new, let's say, we're setting new moon intentions. What new moon intention should Miss Fed set? What new moon intention should Miss Fed set? Give me 1 second. Okay. Again, you guys, if you want the message next. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Now, Miss Fed, this might have been because I was talking about spiritual support, but you have the card of spiritual support. So if this is you and you're needing more connection with this new moon tomorrow, I would set the intention. I forgot to say something really important about this new moon. A lot of times I don't get excited about the new moon because I'm always doing affirmations. I'm always speaking things into existence. So I don't have to rely on the new moon to do that. But this one, Spirit is like, this is going to be a big new moon because the intentions that you set for these next few days here in May, that is going to become what shows up as a harvest when we're going into the fall. So you're like prepping for yourself. So when they're talking about needing support, yeah, you need support now, but you're also going to need support in the future. So they're definitely talking about setting some intentions. It says, dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow and become more spiritually aware. And a lot of times that's important to plant the seeds for spiritual support so that you don't get scared or so that you don't get knocked off of your path, so that you can stay focused. Because sometimes if you don't have any support when you're on the spiritual path and something scares you, what are you going to do? You're going to stop. Or some random rogue Christian runs by you and says something's demonic. What's going to happen? You're going to stop. Why? Because that fear that you tap into stops you in your tracks. So Spirit is saying that is not the time to cut and run. We're planting seeds that you always have the spiritual support that you need, that you are literally surrounded. Hey girl, hey. I'm doing new moon messages for any intentions that need to be set for this coming new moon. This new moon is really important because what we're planting now, we're going to see in the harvest time. So Miss Fed, definitely planting the seeds that you are always taken care of, that you are divinely guided, that you are spiritually supported, that your ancestors are healing and growing, that your ancestors are evolving, that your ancestors have light, that your guardian angels are, I was going to say angeling you, that your guardian angels are angeling you in the proper way. Now, I will say some people have problems with their spiritual guides, like they feel like they can't hear them or they can't connect. When that happens, book a reading so that middleman over here can be an intermediary and find out what is going on so you and your team can get clearer communication. It's important. Okay. So that's one. The other one, they're talking about miracles, right? And it's funny because I used to wear my hair like this. Child used to love that little swoop wrap. That was my thing. So when I'm looking at him and all I'm seeing is my old hairdo, right? But this is a card of miracles. So it says, thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. So with you also being able to use the power of your tongue to speak what you need to speak, say what you need to say, and to stay in alignment. Also, love, honey. Love. So even if, let's say, you're not thinking about it now, you cool now, set the intentions that in the fall, in the harvest, that you have the right and perfect love, and that you are happy, and that you are enjoying a happy, healthy, loving relationship. That coffee. Mazia, girl, the coffee good today. The coffee good today. I got some more Seattle's Best. It's a toffee flavor. The coffee good today. So definitely the love. That you're in a happy, healthy, comfortable relationship. A relationship that lets you grow. A relationship that lets you thrive. So don't forget about that, because that's important as we're going into these next few months. But harvest time, you want to be ready. What's up, Miss Lencha? I'm just going to jump in right quick and reiterate what we're doing here. We are pulling cards for the new moon tomorrow. What spirit wants you to know that you need to plant some intentions around. The intentions that you're planning now, this weekend, you're going to see this in the coming months in the harvest. So we're planting those seeds now so that in a few months, they're saying like 5 months, 4 to 5 months. That's when you're going to see this. So it's almost like just a buffer of what is to come. So you don't just are like, you're not prepared. It actually reminds me of a biblical story about when the bridegrooms were getting ready, and some of them had their lanterns filled with oil and some of them didn't. So when we plant these seeds in this new moon season, we are planting seeds so that you are ready with your oil. It is, I just looked it up, Matthew 25, 1 through 13. It talks about the importance of being spiritually prepared. So that's what we're doing when we do these exercises and when we tap in. And again, spiritual support group that starts June 4th, that can help you with that as well. We are tapping in, being spiritually prepared. So if you want a message, type in yes. I won't be on that long because I have to read today. But that's what we're pulling the cards for. Miss Fed, I'm just going to give you one more just because I adore you. Adore you. This is from the Cosmic Insights girl said manifest. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. So let's say you want to be getting married in October. I want to get married in October to my right and perfect husband. Tell the universe. And this is for everybody. Whatever it is that you're thinking that you want for October, you better open your damn mouth and say it now. Type in something that you might want for October that you're not even thinking about it right now, but I want you to type it in the comments. Type it in. If this was TikTok, I'd be like, tap that screen, drop that mic. I'm overcoming my TikTok anxiety. So let's say by October, let's say I'm manifesting that I'm thriving on TikTok in October. I am thriving, full swing TikTok. Mainly because there's so many buttons over there. And you ever be a kid and your mom is like, stop running in and out of the house? To me, energetically, TikTok feels like somebody running in and out because people come in the room fast. And it's all these buttons and hearts, and it's very sensory for somebody who is a reader. And then people coming in without names. Their username is just a bunch of numbers. Then it's spammers dropping in. So when I go on TikTok, I'm like, boy, I gotta get that. I feel like I should get the hang of it because I feel like it is a viable platform. But all of that action that be going on when I'm reading live, it's a lot. So I will say thriving in October, TikTok. I got the hang of it. I got it down packed, whatever. Okay, so we got some good ones coming in. Working from home again. Absolutely. I see you. Let's say right now we know that when two or more come together, it is done. So I see you working from home again. I see you thriving and you're working from home. I see you having a good time working from home. Whatever you took for granted, I feel like I'm yelling, but who cares? Whatever you took for granted when you lived at home before, I bet you won't take it for granted no more. Come October, you're going to be jumping up and down grateful. Okay, what else? Living in your new apartment, fully finished, new everything, new floors. You're going to be mopping and wiping stuff down. Everything's going to be fresh and beautiful. When you lay your head down at night, the sunflower, when you lay your head down at night, you're going to feel so comfy and cozy in your bed. You're going to love waking up in your new space. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to be getting ready for the holiday season. You're going to feel so happy about your place that you'll be decorating. You're going to turn into little Martha Stewart and get all the little matching dishes for the kitchen and everything. Girl, I think you even going to get your TV mounted in your new place. So drop some manifestations that you would like to see for October. For those of you who are just stepping into the room, we're pulling cards to see what Spirit wants you to set as an intention for this powerful new moon that we're having tomorrow. Also, we're doing guided meditation tomorrow, love-based offering. So sign up on the website. It's going to be a powerful Zoom. This one's actually a Zoom. It's not just me doing energy work. This is a Zoom at 9:30 on Monday. The replay will be available, but we're going to do some intention settings. We're going to do some healing. We're going to do guided meditation. I feel like I'm going to break out the singing bowls. Boop, 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 boop. At 9:30, and we're going to settle this in because this is a really important new moon. Spirit is saying, set your intentions now. This weekend, it's almost like Memorial Day. They say memorialize what it is that you want to see so that you could reap the harvest when we come into October. We're planting seeds now, and it might be something that you're not even thinking about, but we're planting the seeds now so that we could look back and see where we've come from. You are planting the seeds for the future. And this time when you move, you're going to be so happy and settled that you actually will stay there for a while. The sunflower. Okay, let's go back up. What else? New apartment. Financial abundance or freedom. Okay, so when we're talking about everybody who wants financial abundance and they want that financial freedom for October, take a nice deep breath in and out. Now tell me what that looks like for you. Are you like, I wake up in the morning, I'm doing what? Because it's different for everybody. So when you are financially free, just throw into the comments a couple of words. What does it look like when you're financially free? I wake up in the morning and I look at my bank account. What y'all do when y'all financially free? What do y'all think y'all would do when you're financially free? Do you go shopping? Do you order some groceries off of Instacart? Because that's what I would do, because I ain't carrying no groceries no more. But I do that anyway. I love Instacart. I'll be like, thank you for bringing my food to my door. Appreciate you. And I tip well. Why? Because in my mind, when I'm using Instacart, I'm stimulating the economy. Somebody was like, let me go make this money. I said, yeah, let you go make this money. And it is a win-win for everybody. I'm blessing you. You blessing somebody. People are blessing me. And I'm blessing you. It's the circle of life. And I don't got to be in a grocery store. Okay, so what does it look like for the people who are manifesting financial abundance? When you wake up October, what does it look like? Are you about to go on a trip? What are you doing when you're financially free in October? What does it look like? What's up, Miss Bradley? Okay, so who's next? If you want a message, okay, yes. Okay, so we're gonna hit Tiffany first, general message. Okay, so Spirit, what is her intentions for this new moon? What is she planning? I'm sorry, you guys, I keep hitting this coffee because it is so good today. Okay, so that financial, show us, Tiffany, what her intentions. Oh, so Hunty, you as well as Painting with Miss Fed got this spiritual support. So if you didn't hear hers, because I think you came in after hers, set the intention this new moon that you are always supported spiritually, that you are guided, that your steps are ordered, that you always know what you need to do when you need to do it. Like things come through clear and you're not in any kind of survival mode. You are literally thriving in the energy of spirit. I gave the reference to Matthew 25, 1 through 13. When you get this card of setting the intention this new moon for spiritual support, that is being prepared. A lot of times people don't realize you get your spiritual strength from your prayers. Now, it doesn't matter what you pray into, but it's the repetition. It is the energy that you put into. It is the power of the chant. Like when Tina Turner was doing her nom nom Reiko, and it starts going faster and faster and faster. You're building energy. You're building your spiritual ashe. Even if you're over here repetitively doing whatever the prayers that resonate with you. And I'm not talking about begging. It's not any kind of thing of a begging. It is more like when they do a praise break or gratification. Those are the things that are going to increase your blessings and your spiritual power, because that's how you're connecting and you're building your relationship through your prayer life. Remember, the power is in our tongue. A lot of times stuff does not happen because people don't speak it. They might think it in their mind or they might roll it over in their mind, but they aren't speaking it. I will remind you of a story. Like when I went to Vegas, right? Vegas was having a drought. And my son lives there. He loves it. I'm not a desert girl. And so literally I was on the phone with my spiritual mentor as I was coming into Nevada. I was driving across country. So as I'm coming down into Nevada, I'm on the phone with him because it's 6 o'clock our time and he calls me whatever. I was driving in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep. So I was like, go ahead and drive. Just go ahead and drive. So I'm coming into the top of Nevada. I'm on the phone with him. And I happened to say, he's like, he didn't know I was there. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just going to go bring some rain to the desert. And he said, I know that's right. And he said, let's pray. And I was like, go for it. I'm driving, he praying. So he starts praying, and he is a prayer warrior. His daddy is his daddy was a pastor. He's come up in a Christian family, and it's not necessarily the point of Christianity, but it's the point of whatever it is that's your thing. So he is praying, and all of a sudden, some drops of water start hitting my windshield. I kid you not. And I'm like, oh my God, it's raining, right? So we're now cracking up, right? Because it's like raining. It's not like pouring, but it's enough. I was like, oh my God, I'm bringing rain to the desert. And so then after I hung up the phone with him and I'm still driving, I got this vision of when Indians do rain dances or when they praying for rain. I got this vision of they go, they do it, they say it, and then they leave it alone. Like, they put the intention out there, leave it alone. Okay, we did our rain dance. Now we going to have breakfast. Okay. So I was literally like, okay, I thought that was it. But when I got to Vegas, I was so cranky that I kept saying, oh, it's so dry out here. Oh my God, it needs to rain. It needs to rain. Oh my God, it needs to rain. Rain. I just am like, I'm like, da, 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 da. So then in my mind, I started thinking, if God wanted rain, wouldn't he send one of his noisiest children? If it had to come through the tongue, I'm going to send one of my, because I'm literally in Vegas like, what am I doing here? I'm an East Coast girl. I'm not about to stay in Vegas. I thought I was moving there, but I was like, I couldn't. I was like, I tried. I can't. I'm an East Coast girl. But I'm like, I'm just thinking water thoughts. I'm just saying, it needs to rain. Can I tell you, 3 days after I left, it was flooding in Vegas. That was when on the news, it was water coming into casinos. They had a little river going down the street. Why? Because they're not prepared for all that water. So I guess their drainage systems ain't. Water was everywhere. I think the reservoir had risen. The reservoir was so dry when I got there that they was finding barrels of where people had dumped bodies in, I think it was Lake Mead. I was like, this is so creepy. It needs to rain here. Now, somebody who is either a non-believer or on some other different plane, they could be like, oh yeah, Terry, you made it rain. Whatever. That's the world you want to live in. Go live over there. I know the world I live in. You're not going to take me out of the world I live in to go in the world you live in when ain't shit going on in the world you live in. But in my world, I'm making it rain. Literally. But the point was, sometimes we don't say it. So I'm literally like, of course God would send one of his noisy children, because it has to come through the power of the mouth. That's the rule of being here. It's the power of the mouth. So that's why you also got to be very careful about what you're saying. So now we're setting these intentions for October. And again, that's what this new moon meditation is going to be on tomorrow night at 9:30. Locking your intentions in. Like I said, sign up. All you have to do is put a love offering, whatever that is for you. Put a love offering. But we're really going to anchor this stuff in. So when we go back to the finances and how it looks when you wake up and your time is your own and you're on your own deadlines. Literally, it's like I want to say sometimes people make it too big, and that can be overwhelming, right? So let's say when you get your tax refund and you get a good refund and you're like, okay, I'm gonna put that money over there. I feel good about it because, I'm good. I'm prepared. So let's go up to thousands. I got 10,000 in savings. I'm good. I can rock and roll. And we're staying in the moment. We're staying in the present day. We're talking about the month of October. You wake up in October. Okay, I got 10,000 in savings. I got 20,000 in savings. How does that feel? I got 20,000 in savings. It's October. Okay. I got 30,000 in savings. I got 40,000 in savings. It's October 1. I got 40,000 in savings. How does that feel? It's October 1. I got 50,000 in savings. How does that feel? How does that feel? It's October 1. I have 60,000 in savings. How does that feel? 60,000 in savings. It's October 1. How does that feel? How does that feel to you? Put in some words about what that feels like to you. It's October 1. I have 100,000. We're going to stop at 100,000. I have 100,000 in savings. It's October 1. I wake up in the morning. I have 100,000 in savings. How does that feel? That's what we're talking about. When Spirit says, plant the seeds of manifestation, plant the seeds of what you want. October will be here in a blink of an eye. Let Spirit help you. Exactly. So So when I say, how does that feel when you wake up and you have 100,000 and what do? That's where I want you to be. I don't want you to be, it has, throw worry out the window. We're not bringing that into that. Like, we're not going to bring that into the future. Otherwise, you're planting the seeds of worry and you're planning to need to worry. You know what I'm saying? You're planning to need to worry if you bring worry in. So even when you say, I don't have to worry, it's a no-brainer. Don't even say it. When I say, how does it feel to wake up with $100,000 in your account? Period. On period. How does that feel? Not pulling nothing from the past. We talking in that frequency. I woke up and I have 100,000 in my account. What am I going to do? Like, be there. And even if you could just hold it for like 17 seconds, hold that feeling. We gotta let it get in. It's almost like sometimes you'll feel cringy or uncomfortable because it's trying to sink in. And that other party was like, no, we gotta worry. No, we gotta worry. It's not your time now, worry. It's not your time now. We're setting the intention. Okay, happy Sunday, Michael. Hey, you guys. Comfort. Okay, absolutely. Let's see what else. Okay, so Tiffany, spiritual support. We're setting the intention that you're spiritually supported for this new moon. Also, they're talking about being the divine physician, Archangel Raphael. It says, thank you, Archangel Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So any intentions of staying healthy, staying strong, not setting up any worries about, is something going to flare up or something going to happen? None of that. Total health. So set the intentions for health and wellness. No stress-related injuries, no quirks, no accidents. I am safe. I'm healthy. I'm strong. And patience. I know people do not want that card, but just say that you have the patience to fulfill this mission that you're on now. Like, so whatever time or whatever's happening or whatever gestation period that you're in, it says just a few more months, good things to come to those who wait. So don't feel like, oh my God, this is going to be forever. Don't catastrophize anything. Keep it in these small little moments. I'm safe right now. I'm safe right now. Right now, I'm safe. Right now, I'm safe. I'm safe right now. I'm safe right now. Okay, let's go to Marcia. Let's see what we have for you. Marcia, it says, we set new moon intentions, and you like, tell me about that person I saw last night. So I will tell you that at another time. But right now, your new moon intention is that you have trustworthy friends. So, look at that. Look at how he got her on his shoulders. So let's set the intention that coming in October, and this is for anybody who needs it, you have strong people in your life. You have trustworthy people in your life. You have people who have your back. You feel supported. You feel connected. You have better connections than you ever had in your whole life. You have honesty and integrity and people showing up for you. So Spirit is saying you need to do some intention work around having the right and perfect people around you. And I actually feel like they're saying that is the point you've been missing. You've been missing the point to set the intention for the good people. You might have avoided people and thought, it's cool, I'm just avoiding people. Stop avoiding people and start setting the intention that you have trustworthy people in your realm and in your cipher and people you can lean on so that you're not going it alone. No more going it alone. They literally are like, set the intention that you have trustworthy people with you and around you. Okay, one from the Cosmic Insight for Marcia. And that looks like people showing up for you, people cooking dinner for you, people asking you out, people buying you stuff. Intimacy. Yo, I think they talking about you better set that intention for a relationship. If you want to be booed up in this holiday season, boot up, boot up. If you want to be booed up, you better set the intention now. I have that right and perfect person that I could connect to. They are like my best friend. We are like yin and yang. We are having a ball together. We are enjoying our time together. Man, they are my rock. I love them so much. We are so intimately connected that we finish each other's sentences. Set the intention in this new moon season so that it can be part of your harvest. We talking about ease, joy, and glory. Also, they talk about travel. So if you want to be able to travel freely, set the intention for what does that feel like? What does that feel like when you can get up and go wherever it is that you need to go, and you don't got to worry about nothing? No worries. It's going with my boo, going with my boo. What's the no? What is the no? I see you put no. What's the no? Please tell me what the no is, and I'm going to keep going. Okay, so get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Okay, let's go to Lencha, new moon intentions. So Lencha, let's see what are the new moon intentions for Lencha? What are the new moon intentions for Lencha? And you guys sign up for that, because even if you're not there, like I said, you could do the replay. It is an actual live Zoom. I like to do it late because that's when you're settling down. I feel like the house settles down at a certain time and things start getting quiet. So you could have quiet intention set before you go to sleep. We're doing distance Reiki. We're doing healing. We're doing some singing bowls. We're setting intentions for this new moon. And then I'm going to disconnect and you guys are going to hang up. Okay. Lencha. Okay. Lencha. Your key, come to the front, Lencha. Let me make sure you're still in here. Can you come to the front? I'm sips coffee in the meantime. Somebody tapped the screen with some heart or something, because it looks like it might be frozen. Okay, perfect. Now, face to face, girl, what they telling you? You need to set the intention that, number one, you're protected. That you feel safe to make the choices that you need to make and to do what you need to do. You need to feel safe that you're protected. What? To speak your truth. Whatever it is that you got to say, or whatever it is message that you need to bring to the world, or spiritual messages or manifestations, whatever it is that you're doing with your voice, Archangel Gabriel, the angel of messages, it says, thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity, that you will be, it's like that John Mayer, say what you need to say. I love that song. Say What You Need to Say by John Mayer. You need to go listen to that when we hang up, because they also are talking about inner voice. Now look, you get in messages, but are you going to bring those messages forth in a public way? Are you ready to step out into the limelight? Are you ready to step forward in the public with your spiritual messages? It says, thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. Now, imagine if you're setting these intentions now and you're stepping out in your full power. And by the time October comes, you're thriving. That means you can be in a whole new career. You could have that 100,000 in the bank when you wake up, because you trusted, you set the intention, and you went forward. What else? Oh, I would say you might have some type of, I don't want to call it an entanglement because that seems bad. A connection. You might have connections with the water signs over these next few months, because you got the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Pisces, that's me. But you also got the card of vacation. That means moving around as you please, traveling around, enjoying yourself. So they're talking about setting the intention. You could even be speaking or traveling with your gift. Traveling with your gift. Remember, they said you're protected. It's about your inner voice. And it's also about speaking your truth. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were getting booked for speaking engagements and traveling around. Okay. Okay, girl. I got to keep going because why? I have to get to work soon. Oh, Candy. So I'll give you your new moon cards. I see where you put current relationship and work, but we're doing the new moon intentions now. I think you said financial freedom, but we're going to go ahead and pull the cards for that. What's the cards for eye candy? Okay, one more. Okay, so eye candy. Whatever is your favorite song, Spirit's trying to tell you that's how you connect. So connect through music. Sometimes people get spiritual experiences from different songs that they hear, but they're talking about you setting the intentions that you're able to express your creativity, that you're able to connect, because that's what's going to require you to do that leap of faith. So whatever you need to take a leap of faith on now, especially around your creativity, and let's say prospering around your creativity, they say you do your connection with music. And then also there may be some either mediumship coming through, or there may be messages from spirit. You might feel like you've been thinking about a particular loved one, or you might be connecting with the other side. They're talking about, this is like my card of mediumship. So you also could be connecting with the spiritual side in that way. Just know that you're safe and protected to learn whatever it is that you need to learn. Okay, they also say, what's her new moon intentions? Not overworking yourself. Letting go of what is old so you can make room for the new beginning. Spirit says new beginnings are on their way for you now. But let's say you have trauma from just things that have happened. Work on clearing the trauma. You can click on Marcia Queen. She does breathwork techniques that can help release trauma, or anybody who has that going on and they need to release some trauma, go ahead and let that go. Because as you release the old, you make space for your new experiences. It's literally like, look at the butterfly, right? You see the butterfly on this card? You know that caterpillar has to liquefy, totally change shape. The legs disappear to make new legs. The body disappears to make wings. That's where you are right now. It's like a chrysalis. So you have to be able to let go. So set the intentions that you can let go properly so that you can reap the harvest. The caution to you is to not be looking back in the past. Like, they know it hurt and they know it's hard. We release it. We don't dig it back up to feel it again. We're not bringing it up to feel it again. We're bringing it up for it to go and for it to be released so you can open up space. Yeah, take what you need and leave the rest. They're talking about music, and that's how you connect through your creativity. That's your connection to spirit. That's why you'll see some people into spiritual music. It doesn't have to just be gospel. There is so much spiritual music out there, you guys. I'll be over here. My sister always says when I hear some kind of ethnic sound, I activate. Because I immediately am like, but I feel like I'm feeling the frequency of the music. Because it helps you connect. And the more connected you feel, the stronger you'll feel. So definitely use it as a tool. Try blasting Om in the car. It's like you're in a little cocoon and you're in a pod, but you're playing an Om sound, and it's like, oh, it like vibrates all around you, like you're submersed. So use that to connect. Okay, and the last one, Egyptian Tari. Spirit, show us what Egyptian Tari's new moon intention. And they're saying just add this in to whatever intentions you already have. Just add it in. Show me the new moon intention for Egyptian Tari. So I'm going to say all of the above. All of the above. You also got the spiritual support card. So you might consider taking the spiritual support group. That's going to happen weekly starting in June 4th. Spiritual support. And I will leave this one up so you guys can go back and listen to it. I deleted the last two lives because it got wonky at the ends. So this one I'll leave up because we're about to wrap it up now. They're talking about setting the intention for love. That you have the happy, healthy love that you want. Like whatever it is that you feel like you want now, set that intention now so you can be living in it in the harvest, living in it in October. Whatever you thought it was going to be last October, set it for this October. It's like set the intention for the love that you want, but they're literally like set the intention now so that as October rolls in, you're good. They're talking about you being able to speak your truth, which somebody else already had too. So I'm saying... That's why I'm saying I will save this, because a lot of times when people gather, they're on the same frequency. Miracles of prayer and your mouth and your tongue. Also, honoring your feelings. That's really big for you. If you set the intention that people honor and respect you now, so they can honor and respect you in the future too. Show me what she needs to know from the Cosmic Insights deck. Intuition. Spirit's giving you a warning. It says the red flags that you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So use your intuition and set the intention that you know what you need to know when you need to know it, and that you don't turn away from it. And even if you don't have proof, proof shows up later. One more. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself. And you also might be having a breakup or a divorce, but it looks like it is totally fine. It is totally fine. So set the intention that you don't know how now, but by October, you are free. You have what you need, you're prospering, and you're free. Set the intention now. Don't just keep doing what you're doing now. Set the intention now, so that as October rolls in, it comes to fruition. That's all. All right, you guys. I'm going to leave this up so that you can go back and listen to it again, because this was a good one. This was a good one. And the coffee was good too. All right, my loves. I will see you on the new moon Zoom. The new moon Zoom. I think I'm going to start doing that every month. New moon Zoom. I'll see you on the new moon Zoom tomorrow night at 9:30. Sign up on the website. Okay. Bye. You are so welcome, you guys.